Let's go.
What up, my guys? Welcome to another show, man. It's NBA Talk with Jay. Little tip-off show, man, with my guy here Friday, man. Just trying to put the people on, keeping the show diverse. You see what I'm saying? This is a community here, man. It's not just me. It's not all about me. It's no selfish or jealousy, anything like that, guys. It's us against the books, right? All of us. So we just trying to get some cash. We got our guy Friday with us, man. My guy knows a guy from Twitter, man. Make sure y'all go follow him right now. What's up with you, my brother? He has a YouTube channel as well, man. So definitely go check him out. We just collabing on some stuff today. What's up with you, my guy? Let the people know who you are.
Man, I appreciate the warm welcome as well, Jay, man. The absolute legend. You guys make sure you guys show Jay as much love as possible. Been trying to collab with Jay for a minute. Just, sometimes life gets in the way, but we're here to attack the books. Just like Jay says, it's us against the bookies. Let's attack the markets. And yeah, I do have a YouTube channel as well. I appreciate the plug on that as well, Jay. Talking NBA just about every day, whenever we can, whenever we feel great. Let's keep stacking up some positive results. Not feeling the best right now because of some side soccer action, but this is the NBA world right here. This is NBA Talk with Jay. Let's get it.
Let's get to it, my guy. It's all business, my brothers. Let's get straight into the first game, man. We got the Mavs here versus the Pistons, right? Pistons have been playing some good basketball as far as covering spreads. Obviously, they don't want to win games. This team is obviously in the tankathon race or whatever, but you get them 8.5. Now, the Mavs still have something to play for. They're trying to get that number 3 or number 4 seed and try to secure home court advantage, at least for the first couple of rounds of the playoffs in that one. So it's a tough game for me here. Obviously, you will have Cade Cunningham in this one, so at least they're showing they're trying to stay competitive in this one Friday. Which you looking at some props in this one, maybe some Sadiq Bey, Cunningham. He been trying to ball out for the Mavs as well. Maybe Powell, looking at Dwight Powell, maybe double. What's that double led? Oh my God.
Yeah, well, Dwight Powell, good shout out for your hometown squad. Dwight Powell really has turned his reputation around recently. His play, he's been an above average player in the prop market in terms of profitability. He's been people have been attacking his points and his rebounds. For me, I've just been watching his game from afar, but I do like how they've fully integrated him. He did have a devastating injury before. He's going up against a much younger big in Isaiah Stewart today. But I think 11.5, I'll chill on Dwight Powell in this matchup. But I do know that everyone's on Luka in this matchup. My thoughts on this game, I think that the Dallas Mavericks, I think that they're going to play maybe a slower game. I see that when it comes to their energy, they get up for these big games, like the game against the other day against the Bucks. I know you said you leaned the Mavs as well. I had a pretty strong lean against the Mavs, but this could be like a sleepy spot against a team like the Pistons, where maybe they try to slow it down. It's scary to bet against the Pistons. They've covered 18 of 22 point spreads. They've really been surging since the All-Star break. So I've decided not to fade the Pistons.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah, it's a tough game for me. Mavs have something to play for, but like you said, Friday, now it's Dinwiddie's birthday as well, man. But like you said, they game versus the Wizards. They've showed that some of these games, they'll literally just lay down and we don't care about the game. This could be one of those, obviously on the Pistons side, if they do get a lead, they will take their guys out and make sure that they won't win this game. That doesn't mean that they can't cover the spread, but they have zero intentions on winning this game, guys. Let me just tell you that if they could be up by 5 with a few minutes to go, watch you see some suspect shit take everybody out. But I mean, if you're taking them plus the points, then you'll still get the cash here. So it's a tough one for me. I can't force anything, but definitely be looking at maybe some Dwight Powell props there. I don't know what the double said. I'm sure it's got to be like plus 400, plus 500 Friday if you can get that for me real quick. But his rebounds, last time I saw was over 6.5, over 7.
Dwight Powell's double doubles at plus 500.
Plus 5, I called it. You see what I'm saying? And I think it's worth the sprinkle, to be honest with you as well. His rebounds as well definitely should get there. Even if he doesn't get there with the points, he should get at least 10 rebounds in this game, Dwight Powell, as long as he gets 20, 25 minutes, 30 minutes here. Definitely. And so look, Kleber's out. So there are other centers out, unless they just want to go small ball or he gets injured. He's getting at least 10 boards in this Friday. You have any thoughts on that or any other props on this one before we get to the next game?
Great analysis on Dwight Powell as well. I didn't go as deep on him as I should have, but I did look at Luka. I noticed a big trend today with his points prop going up to 29.5. I'm not questioning his motivation because personally I'm a big Luka fan. I know that his motor is high. They just had to get a good squad around him. Dallas is doing some great things, but you look at a game like this where you don't even know the exact lineup of the opposing squad. Is the motivation there for them to completely crush the Pistons today? Or is it easy? It looks like Luka over 29.5 is a bit too easy. Will he play deep into the game, or will he? It's very unpredictable for me, Jay.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point there. If Luka does play the whole game, it should definitely clear those props, maybe even by halftime, guys. So let's see what happens. Let's go over here to the streets of New York, real quick, man. You got those Bockers Friday. I mean, I know RJ Barrett, he comes to play hard every game. It's just I worry about this team's motivation. They did smack the Magic up over there, but the Magic aren't trying to win games, so I don't take too much out of that. You look at the game versus the Hornets, the Knicks team weren't playing a lick of defense there, so I do kind of get a sense that they'll try to take this game serious versus the Nets, but I still don't think the Knicks don't have a ton to play for. The Nets are trying to at least win. They've on record saying they want to win every single game to the rest of the season, because in doing so, they control their own destiny as far as getting that 7 seed. Why wouldn't you want to have the home court advantage? Well, I don't know. If you're the Nets, maybe you do want to not have the home court in the 7-8 matchup, but still, I'm sure they'd rather play at the house, man. Us two betters, but in that one-off, they're trying to get the 7 seed, right? Friday. So I don't know. I lean the Nets here, but I must say I didn't take the 5.5, but I lean that way. I lean with the Nets in this one. I think they win by double digits. Kyrie and KD, first time on the same team in Madison Square Garden. Seth Curry suiting up for this one as well. So they're trying to win this one.
It's a big game for the Nets. It's like you said, mathematically, they have they still have a realistic shot to get to the 7th seed to really secure what they need in the play-in tournament, especially with how far the Cavaliers have fallen. We've all seen it since Jared Allen went down. So they actually feel like they can get to the 7th seed, but there's a difference between what they're saying and then what the eye test is giving us as well, just watching the Nets games. Just like Jay Money just said about the home ATS trend of the Brooklyn Nets. I mean, it's a trend that's so constant. People could have gotten rich if they just rode it the entire way. 1-20 in their last 21 games as a home favorite. I probably never seen that, but it's a very unique season for the Nets as well, right? I think Jay may have been alluding to the possibility of them maybe losing a home game in the playoffs early, and a lot of sharps might be circling around in that scenario if that trend carries over, right? But I'll be honest, Jay, just individually with the props, I know you asked about the props as well. I bet it early. I'll update the line right now just so your audience can have the updated line. But I did bet Kevin Durant over 28.5 points at or closer to the open. I'll just double back and see.
And I like it. And I can't talk you off that, except them shirts coming too. But I can't talk you off that. But I think because look, he kind of took the back seat to Kyrie last night, let Kyrie go for 30, right? And then now I believe he only had like 15 points. So tonight's the night was like, all right, it's my turn now. He probably saved himself, right? And like, hey, he had a little back-to-back. You know what? The first one, I'm gonna take some time on you. The next one tomorrow, that's we going in. You see what I'm saying? So KD probably get lotion up, probably gonna brush his hair for this one. In Madison Square Garden, I see him going off. He going for 35 in his sleep tonight, right? I like.
Yeah, only he's getting his own way. Last night it was an uncharacteristic game. You heard Jay Money.
Who gonna stop KD? Seriously though, what we doing here? Nah, for real, against a defense that's worried about Cancun. Where we going?
No, they're checked out mentally, but the younger players. I have a question for you, Jay. Just while you're on this game, how do you feel about Obi Toppin sort of developing just individually on the Knicks side? Because I did notice I was like, damn, they're consistently setting his points prop at 17.5, 16.5. So like he's balling individually, but he can't guard KD, bro.
Yeah. I don't know about the sentence. I mean, he's going to get the minutes, but he's been an up and down player so far. I remember one of those games where Thibodeau, he started him. He had to bench him because he was like the worst plus minus out there. His defense wasn't there. Obviously, he's a streaky shooter. It's all dunks. It's all points in the paint with Toppin. So he does need to develop a little bit more consistent shot. He can't. I mean, he's not a terrible shooter, but he needs to be a more consistent shooter for me to be taking points props with him. But obviously, right now the playing time, the usage rate would possibly be there. But still, it'd be, if I'm looking at props for the Knicks, it's got to be R.J. Barrett for me. Burks is even kind of started to fall off a cliff. Fournier hadn't been as good as well. He had a little personal problems, been messing with him. These guys have been sliding off. Barrett's going to come. He's going to come to play every single night. Guys off the bench as well, like Jericho Sims. When they get in the game, they're playing hard, guys. So, but I still think they're getting smacked tonight by double digits. That, you know, what is the KD at right now, Friday? You know,
I just you can get over 29.5 at plus 100, or you can still get the original line 28.5, but that's minus 140. This morning it was minus 120. So it really just depends on the level of risk that you like. If you were watching the game last night, you might be scared of the second night of a back-to-back, but he's shown us this season that he's willing to play on the second night of a back-to-back. That was really one of the last things that I had to just really go back and look up when it comes to taking this prop. I just feel like unless he gets into foul trouble, KD, I bet a half unit on it, but I think KD will drop 30 tonight on the Knicks. They just got blown out by the Hawks, like in embarrassing fashion. That game got out of hand for them. They were mad.
KD will go over his prop tonight. He's going for 35 or 40 points in Madison Square Garden in his sleep. He doesn't even have to brush his hair for this one. He just wake up and come, throw the shoes on. 35, simple. Smack City, even Smack, y'all. I just switched the background on y'all ass just real quick. Smack City, the Nets finna go take on the Smack City, man. Definitely like that KD prop. Seth Curry's gonna be in there as well. Drummond rebounds, obviously him as well. Drummond's probably definitely gonna go over his rebounds, but KD points, that's what I'll be looking at in this one. Let's go over here to the streets of Atlanta real quick, man. I don't know, I might go get some chicken, but they land 10.5, man. They just lost last night in Toronto Friday up against your team. Now they got a tough travel spot, laying 10.5, but the Wizards in a tough travel spot as well, coming from Minnesota. You see what I'm saying? And they got the win as well. So I definitely see them winning back-to-back. This game could get ugly, right? I know his Hawks are nothing for me here. They do have a bunch of guys on the injury report. Bogdanovich, I know Lou Williams, he probably going to the strip club, get some wings real quick. But Gallinari, he's questionable as well. What we looking at some props in this one as KCP continue to do well Friday in this one? What we doing? Some Trae Young threes. What we doing in this one?
Trae Young threes on the second night of a back-to-back. I'm not sure if he's going to get into just mass like distribution mode. I didn't really zoom in on Trae Young just because of the travel situation and that scenario flying out of Toronto, like you said. I did have a chance to watch most of the game against the Raptors yesterday between the Hawks and the Raptors. The defense just isn't there for these guys. I'm not sure if it's going to carry over on the second night of a back-to-back either, but they're just a step behind on defense. This is a very potent offense though. The second night of a back-to-back in the NBA, you see a high total of 234. It's very telling. Also, just like Jay said, the Wizards, tough travel situation as well. Both teams are in similar scenarios, but the Wizards have 4 shocking victories in recent memory, like 4 of their last 6 games outright victories as big dogs. These guys are, it's a team that there's a level of unpredictability with the Wizards. It's a very unpredictable team because of the different amount of lineups that they're putting out there. It's not the same when you cap this team with using general stats. It's not the same team from even as recently as a month ago, But I've been keying in on props, like you said, Jay. I like that you mentioned KCP because I do think KCP, he's been performing well against the Hawks so far this season during his tenure with the Wizards. He's coming off of a down game plus a game. He's coming off of a down game shooting wise, only 1 for 5 from 3, but there is value on over 2.5, maybe a sprinkle at plus 150 if you're into a riskier prop because he's hitting this prop at 50% rate over his last 10 to 15 games, 50% rate, but you're getting plus 150 on the over 2.5. And Corey Kispert, he was kind of hot last night. They might put some defensive effort on Kispert, even though he's a rookie. He's starting to show what he can do. Maybe Kispert goes under his points total, but KCP goes over his 3-point total. I know I said a lot, but Jay said, what are the thoughts? Best of luck.
You're good. You're good. Now I appreciate the info, and man, just my 2 cents, bro. I think Kispert trash, bro. That's just me personally, though. But because it's trash, man. And I don't know. I don't like to show anybody, but I do not think that he should have been like a high draft pick or anything like that. No,
number 15.
No. What are we doing? What are we doing here? I mean, I don't like to hate on anybody, but just talking about real basketball, he's absolute barbecue chicken on defense. Cause bro, I'm gonna give Kispert buckets, bro. Put it like that, man. Cause I mean, he can shoot, but when the guy's out there just for shooting, like you trade Ray Bertans to keep Kispert. Like, what are we doing here? He's out there just to shoot, and he's not even that good of a shooter in NBA range. So let's see what happens. I mean, like I say, man, hey, I wish the guy the best of luck, but if it was my squad, he'd be like in the G League to develop more.
Hopefully, he can get to that second contract, bro. It's rough in the NBA right now.
I hope the Hawks smack them by 30. Let's go to the next game. Let's go over here to the streets of Chicago. You got the Bulls here, Lance. You know what, man? This would be like contrarian play of the day, bro. I feel like the contrarian play of the day would be the Bulls. Like it's crazy because you got the hat on. I don't have a play in this game. You see what I'm saying? I know everybody's on the Celtics, and I can't talk them off. You see what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. Like, I hadn't seen a single person that even comes close to liking the Bulls today. It's all Celtics. Everybody's like easy, and it's just every time that happens, I really start to, you know what I'm saying, scratch my head. You dig? I don't like being on the side everybody's on. I don't know what you like here, Friday. Why do you wear the hat? Do you like the Bulls or what?
I like the hat. I like the Bulls hat. The logo, man, the Bulls, man, it's so tough, Jay, because the team, it's full of players that we're fans of, but these guys, injuries derailed the season for the Chicago Bulls. They fell from atop of their perch, up there with the Cavs. Injuries derailed their season. Some questionable lineups as well. But you know, this is a Bulls team that just cannot perform ATS against top teams. I see why people are taking the Celtics, the team with the best defensive resume going into the playoffs of any team in the NBA. Obviously, they're missing Robert Williams, but it's just a lot of points on the road. You really couldn't have imagined. Remember back in December when everybody hated the Celtics for not being able to cover against teams like the Knicks and random teams. You wouldn't be able to imagine this line, and just as recently as maybe December. But on a random night, it's tough for me to fade the Celtics. It's tough for me to fade them. But although the contrarian in me wants to jump out and take the Bulls because they need the win, right? They just need it so badly. They've fallen so much. They still have a chance to get a better seed than the sixth seed. But this is a team that is difficult to back right now. It's a props team for me. Then you get news today: Lonzo Ball's out for the rest of the season. But just be mindful that 7 on the road is tough in any scenario. This is a team that has DeMar DeRozan. Zach LaVine looks like he is ready to go. I'm seeing Zach LaVine props, Jay. You know, if it was a closer game than people anticipated, I won't be surprised, just like you, bro.
I wouldn't be surprised. I just got a fun, and LaVine obviously set out last night. They got smacked versus the Bucks. They probably knew they were finna get smacked. I was thinking, all right, maybe LaVine come back tonight, but then DeRozan rest. And it look like he's still gonna play, man. So I don't know. It's a tough one, man. Like I would maybe even understand Celtics -7 with Robert Williams. You see what I'm saying? Maybe even then, but without him, like this is the defense is a little bit different. Like it's. Yeah, I don't like this game, man. This would be they probably think that everybody's on the game that I'm on late tonight, maybe now because you know what I'm saying, some injuries, but I think this would be the one that I'd be worried about, just like everybody in their freaking granny. The dog is going in the sports book betting the Celtics as well. You see what I'm saying? Like the dog has a little ticket on this. Nah, I'm messing with y'all. But like I mean, hey, if they cash, I hope so. But it's just it's a tough game for me, man.
Jay, how do you feel about also the scheduling? The Celtics play the Bucks tomorrow.
The Bucks tomorrow.
What sort of lineup do we see?
That was the cherry on top, Friday. It's like when I looked at that, I was like, I'm not fucking betting the Celtics here. They could look at it like, hey, we got food tonight? Let's eat our food and then maybe rest versus the Bucks tomorrow. So they could be looking at it that way as well, though. But with that, I saw that same thing and may not get the best effort from tonight. Hey, if you take the Celtics, I hope you cash. If you're on the Bulls, that one couple persons out there, I wouldn't be surprised you cash as well.
Jason Tatum props.
Hey, I can see it, man. I can see. I don't like that they have a game tomorrow versus the Bucks. I don't like that. Let's go over here to the streets of Utah real quick, man. I don't know if I'm gonna talk about the last game because I don't like the feeling. I'm really pissed, to be honest with you. I wanted everybody to be in there. But this Jazz game, no Donovan Mitchell, and they're resting Mike Conley as well. When I looked at him, I'm like, hold on, Conley and I ruled out. I know something's coming. He's not playing this game. So, look, the Thunder, they don't really want to win games, but they are going to play their guys tonight because they know that they can still get them some burn and not win this game. But it's a back-to-back in Utah. The Jazz, it's a back-to-back for them. They don't cover these type of spreads, and they come off for overtime game last night, and they have the Suns on deck pick as well. So it's really like I don't want to bet on either team in this spot. I guess free bet, I'd be taking the points here Friday because they probably don't start the G League roster tonight because they know that it's not a winnable game. So they'll probably still play Pokashevsky, Wiggins, and you know what I'm saying, the guys. I lean Thunder here, but I'm not betting this down.
I'll be honest, Jay. In this game, there are two new guys that popped up that may be starting for the Thunder. I'll look it up that I've never heard of before today.
I saw it yesterday.
One of them I've never heard of before today. The Thunder are playing games with the injury reports now.
Bro, they just signed 10-day contracts. No lie. Just yesterday, they signed 10-day contracts, and they started yesterday, bro. That's how hard they were trying to tank the game. They were down 17, and they come all the way back and win the game on accident. That was more on the Blazers, though, bro. We saw some crazy shit yesterday. I don't even have time to talk about it, but we saw some crazy stuff. And the Blazers scored 4 points in the final 9 minutes and 9.5 minutes of that game yesterday. 4 points, guys. It's like they called a timeout. Like, look here, motherfuckers. Y'all up 17. I don't care what y'all got to do, but y'all better not win this game. That's what they told the Blazers yesterday. This is the NBA.
Yeah, it was an institutional decision, everybody. If you guys watch that game, I actually watched some of that game, but it looked crazy.
The players are in. The only reason why I trip me out, this is the last thing I'm going to say about it. Usually it's GMs doing it, right, Friday? No, hell no. The Billups is in on it. The players are in on it. Everybody's like, we can't win a single game. They were up 17, bro. They finna win the game.
People were genuinely mad about that outcome of that game, bro. I know they were. I saw it. It was on the Thunder game yesterday. Even though you wouldn't think a game like that would have that much action, everybody. I wish everybody the best on their bets. But to be completely honest, when you look at a team like the Thunder, it's still a professional basketball team. Someone has to score. There's going to be value in the props on the Thunder side, but just wait until the last minute. That's people who want to force it, but we can't even talk about it like that, bro. I could probably never put $1 on some of those guys.
Y'all see the bottom of the screen?
Someone has to score.
Look at the bottom of the screen.
Shirts. Let's talk about some shirts, bro.
Let's talk about some shirts, man. Right, do you have any props that you like to talk about in this Suns Clippers game? If so, we can talk about it.
No, Jay. I actually don't, because when I capped the game before I came on the live stream, they actually weren't available. Maybe I'll take a look at them for later. But for now, I'm gonna try to see if I can hit the bet with Kevin Durant and see how things progress. See how things progress through the night.
Got you, guys. I respect everybody. I've done 2 shows talking about this late game. I don't like the feeling of it now. I don't like when all the players sit out. Lately in the NBA, when players been sitting out, that team would cover. So I'm going to suggest that you do not take the Clippers -6, -6.5. We got on a much better number than that. If you're coming late, I'm sorry. It is what it is. You don't have to bet every game, right? If you've lost 3 points of value, 5 points of value, you don't need to force a bet with the game, guys. I'm not betting the Clippers -6. I do not endorse it. I'd say stay off the game now. I don't even like my feeling on the game now. Hopefully we don't get Ciroc on ice, guys. So that's my recommendation to you. I don't like when games aren't easy. This isn't easy. Oh, everyone's out. Take it. No, usually it's been the other way around. The teams will look past them, guys. So I hope you understand. Let's talk about some shirts, man. Small to 3XL, NbaTalkWithJay at Gmail. Hit me up, man. Or you can DM me on Twitter, whichever one. Hit me up for the shirts. Well, I'm gonna get the Smack Cities, the grays, and the blacks. Oh, you check the background. I can't wait to put that shirt on, man. But they'll be here in about a week, and then they're going out to everybody's pre-order. You can still get an order right now. Friday, my guy, my brother, my dog. We keeping the show going, man. Anything you like to say, let me know what the props and any leans that you're looking for, my brother.
100%. Hey, I'm very grateful, very appreciative for even being on your program, Jay. Everybody's very appreciative of everything you do every day, the consistency, the dedication, just the sharp edge, the knowledge. We appreciate it all, bro. And you already know how much you've helped me, so we just want to just keep it going. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Just trying to make as much money as possible, have fun watching the games. Just wanted to say that. Everybody show Jay as much love as possible. I need to get one of those black shirts, honestly. But honestly, everybody, today is a very difficult day in the NBA. Hopefully, Jay Money and myself will have an opportunity to collaborate further on some more meaningful games down the line. Bigger bets, more confident bets. We're seeing a lot of volatility, but I'm still very, very confident in what I research. And I like Kevin Durant over 28.5 points. I still endorse over 29.5 points for +100 for the riskier people out there. KD's dropping 30 tonight in the Garden, and I'm going to sprinkle it. We talked about it, Jay. I'll sprinkle it. KCP over 2.5 threes at +150. That will probably be 20% of the bet size of the first bet. So really, everything's on KD. Everything's on KD. But even that, I didn't bet the house. It's just one play. Once again, I really, really appreciate you, Jay. And also make sure you guys check me out on Twitter at My Guy Knows a Guy. Talking to Jay all the time about sports betting. A lot of stuff going on. Really exciting times. Appreciate you, Jay.
Anytime, my brother. It's us against the bookies. We all trying to cash. We are a community here, man. This is NBA Talk with Jay Money, Sports Talk with Jay Money. We doing NFL too, man. We doing all the sports. We will keep this going. We doing some WNBA, NFL. This show will keep going even at the NBA. We will have a huge playoffs, guys. Everybody will come on the show. We're just trying to get some cash, man. Go follow my guy on Twitter and his YouTube page. Sports Betting Today, NBA Betting Today. At My Guy Knows a Guy on Twitter. You can follow me as well at J Money is Money. Let's get some cash, my guys. Y'all know what we on, man. Late night show, earlier show. Go back and check it out, man. Let's get some cash. We out, my brothers. Hit the like button, subscribe. Smack City Spots.